So we are going to take our swarm catcher. We're going to begin to open it. And we will see how many bees we caught. You never know how many are in here. I've got my helpers, Charlie and Emmett. This is their first time really around bees. Certainly this many bees. And I want everyone to stay calm. There's going to be a lot of bees in the air, but they're not going to hurt us, okay? It's not normally. Okay. That's a good amount of bees. So here, I'm going to... So remember, when they're in this condition, they're just looking for a new home. See? Okay, and there's a queen in there. This is the big one. That's a lot of bees.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do a quick. Can you hand me that queen clip, Emmett? Why don't you guys come onto the side where your spots were? It'll be best. Now we're going to look for the queen, just a real quick look. I doubt we're going to see her. She's going to be in there buried somewhere. She does not want to come out. But you notice how they're not interested in us. When bees are like this, they're just kind of, you know, they're just kind of passing through, and they don't want to cause any trouble. That's a good sized swarm. You can tell they've been in here for a few days because they're or maybe like a day, maybe. It's like a day of comb. Nice new white comb. Should I get them to move? What we're going to do is we're going to dump them in this new box and make this their home. So you guys want to look? So when they're like this, you can touch them, not going to hurt you. See, they're not even, well, not really interested in me. Maybe that was an accident. I don't see her. So, I'm going to do this bucket, and I'm going to let you guys do the next bucket, okay? And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bang it down, and all the bees are going to fall. And then I'm just going to quickly turn them over. Ready? Now, everybody just stay calm. Cool, huh? That's it. That's a lot of bees. Now I really want to find the queen because she's what's going to anchor them inside this box. She's what's going to keep all these bees here. They don't fly away and go just swarm somewhere else. Now, Emmett, did you see what I did? Charlie, you want to do it? Emmett, you want to do it? Who wants to do it? Okay, you gotta hold it though. I'll let you do the next bang, okay? Charlie, you want to try it? Sure. Swap places with me. So, just go boom. So, ready? One, boom. Now turn them over. Turn them over and pour them out. Okay, now hand it to Emmett. Emmett, do it again. Bang! Now turn them over and pour them out. That's it. Let me look for the queen just in case. I would love to find her. Okay. Now if we can't find the queen, which is most likely we're not going to be able to find her, what we're going to do is we're going to put some frames in here. We're going to let the bees climb onto the frames, and that will make it easier to find her. Now, it would be best, what would be really good is if I gave them a frame of food to start with, but I wasn't thinking today and I forgot to get a frame of food. A frame of nectar or like a brood frame. If you put a brood frame in there, they're not going to go anywhere.
What is Jones?
Well, drones can't hurt you. Drones can't hurt you. They make a lot of noise, but they can't hurt you. Now, this is newly drawn comb. See how white it is? This was just drawn hours ago. It's very soft, brand new comb. So remember, this swarm has probably about 10,000 workers, some drones, and a queen bee in there. That's all it is. So there's no way I'm going to be able to spot her. So we're going to start putting these frames in. They'll start climbing all over these frames and kind of spreading themselves out. And once they spread out and stop piling up on each other, then I can find the queen. But you can see how very quickly they start to go on the frame. They take to the frame real quick, and they're already working it. They're already working the frame. They're already making comb on the frame here. You can see these girls right here already working. So they got to work real quickly. So, okay, Queenie, where are you? Got my clippers. Once you see her, don't blink. She'll disappear. They are so sneaky. Can't tell you how many times I've looked away for just a second and then she's gone.
They're fencing her in.
Oh. No. So this is, when the bees are like this, they're the least likely to hurt you. You know, I took off my my veil because I didn't need it when it was getting in the way of me seeing things. These bees are calm. These are the wild genetics that are out at the campus. And these are good bees. Calm, very mite resistant, very clean bees. I'm gonna put these guys in the center here. You guys are doing great. I know it's kind of scary because there's bees everywhere. Okay, now let's take a look at this frame. See if we can find the queen. You see how they're all doubled up. It's really hard to find the queen. She could be anywhere. Alright, we're going to put these bees back together. We're going to come back in about 15-20 minutes and check for the queen again. Because I really want to catch her. I'm not going to walk away from these bees until she's caught and in a cage. So we'll put this lid on. And they should start fanning the entrance. We'll come back in about 15 minutes. So I'm fairly certain we have a queen in here. There are several bees on the front fanning and spreading the colony scent, the queen pheromone, out. So I bet you there's a queen in there. I also see some very young bees in this group. So we'll come back in a little bit and check the inside for the queen. So yeah, I should really be starting this colony with a frame from another hive, but I totally forgot. I don't have one. So, yeah, we really absolutely have to cage the queen so they won't leave. And we'll also supplement them with sugar water. Like give them a lot of sugar water, like right next to the hive. So they'll have tons of access to sugar water, and that will stimulate their wax building, their comb building even more. and that will also anchor. The sooner they get honeycomb built, and the sooner they start storing resources, the less likely they are to leave, and more likely they are to stay here and make this their permanent home. So we want to get that done as soon as possible. Obviously if you have a frame that's already drawn out, well then that's going to solve that problem immediately. Like I said, I don't have one right now, which is really a lack of foresight. I didn't expect these bees today. So there's still a lot of bees on the bottom of this box. I'm betting she's on here, because this one has the most. Let's just stare at it a little bit here. I've seen some people who are able to find the queen just by looking at like their behavior, like, oh, these bees are acting kind of weird, she must be there. I don't know. Like, all these bees are clustered around I'm just gently touching them, asking them to move. Usually a queen doesn't hold still. She is constantly running around. You can't stop her. So a lot of the activity is slowed way down. We don't have nearly as many bees in the air. Things are getting more organized. And we're going to keep looking for that queen. We absolutely have to find her, otherwise these bees will not stay. Now if I can't find the queen, I don't have time to find her, what I'll do is I would have waited to install this hive maybe closer to sunset, and then waited till most of the bees are in, and then sealed them up. Seal them up for a few days so they have no choice but to stay. I'd rather them though start foraging and being able to use the hive without blocking it off. That's why I want to find her. When we came back, we found the queen. We caged her. See if we can get a look at her. What we'll do is we'll get her into this cage, close it up, and put her inside the hive. And about 3-4 days later, I'll let her out. And here she is, the queen, in a cage. We'll put her back in the box, and in a few days we'll release her. And in those few days, the colony will have established itself, and these bees will be ours. They will not leave the queen. So the queen's in her cage, and make sure that the screen faces in an opening so the bees can feed her. And right now these are nurse bees taking care of her. And she'll be fine like this for, you know, quite a while, indefinitely really. But we're going to keep her like this for about 3-4 days, check on their comb building, and then we'll pull this out and let her go. And while she's caged, this colony's not going anywhere. Free bees.